Now to a FOX23 investigation. A Sand Springs church is trying out a different kind of food pantry that's more like going to a grocery store.
The church hopes this will help with Green Country's homelessness problem. Tulsa's investigative reporter Jenna Clark stopped by the Church That Matters to check out the Matter Mart.
Thank you very much. Every Friday morning, Church That Matters in Sand Springs gives away food like bananas, muffins, and potatoes.
They gave me great big 5-pound potatoes today.
Debbie Marshall says she gets food here because she needs it.
I know I've had some financial setbacks.
The church gives away 6,000 to 8,000 pounds of food every week, something Pastor Rusty Gunn said they started during the pandemic because they saw the need.
You started this during the pandemic?
Yes.
And never stopped?
I haven't stopped. We see the need. I mean, the stories we hear every week, how the food would make a change in a person's day or life.
In the past couple of years, Rusty has seen a change in who comes through the line.
You started to see a shift.
Yeah. The people we're encountering are different demographics than what we had seen previously.
And are you talking about people who are working?
Yes, people who are working. People will tell us that they hate that they're having to come and receive because they used to be the people who would give. And so they're struggling with that.
That's tough.
It is hard. It's so hard.
It's why his church knew they had to do more. They needed a different kind of food giveaway. That's when the church came up with Matter Mart. They bought and transformed this building that's just around the corner from the church.
Here we go! Woo!
They just announced Matter Mart is now open.
And really, this is just the beginning.
Instead of just getting handed food, families get to shop for what they want, kind of like they would at a grocery store. Matter Mart is open for a few hours on Mondays and Wednesdays. The church hopes to expand their days and hours.
This vision would not be possible without the people of Church That Matters, who for 14 years have stepped up and have walked alongside of us and have been willing to do whatever it takes to meet the needs of our community, to share the love of Jesus Christ in very practical, real ways.
The church's local missions pastor, Michael Wilson, found local partners and donors to help make it happen.
We saw the need, people coming and needing help, and we knew that we had to do a ministry like this to meet this physical need in our community.
Since the pandemic, national numbers show more people are becoming homeless for the first time. Between 2021 and 2022, that number rose by 25%. In Tulsa, nearly 69% of people experiencing homelessness in 2023 reported that it was their first time.
This matters to God. This matters to our city.
Rusty says within a 5-mile radius of their church in Sand Springs, 3,000 households are experiencing food insecurity.
Just such a struggle thinking that there are many kids going to bed hungry every night, and we're gonna put a dent in that and help stop that.
Do you think that's one reason people are struggling, just because they're seeing everything go up, like gas, like food, like utilities?
Oh, it's astronomical. It's just out of reason, you know? Yeah, potatoes, for instance, you can't hardly find a bag of potatoes under $5.
Families are dealing with increased housing costs, and inflation raised prices of many things like groceries. It all puts a financial strain on families.
Going to the grocery store is a struggle, and paying the inflated prices that we're paying is a struggle. And we have people from all walks of life coming through, so it's not narrowed down to a specific thing. Everybody is feeling the crunch.
Families can come to Matter Mart twice a month. Depending on the size of their family, they get a certain number of points to use. They can use those points like dollars. They pick out what their family wants from the shelves.
It's like a market rather than just a food line, you know, where people are handed a box, often don't know what to do with some of the food in it. This gives them a little bit of dignity of being able to choose some things that they would like, being able to know the tastes and the desires of their own family.
Rusty thinks this setup will help some families who feel embarrassed to ask for help.
We just see families who at one time were able to manage their households and the finances now in more difficult situations. And to see someone come in who, you know, had been doing well, maybe even well off at one point, and now struggling, man, it just breaks your heart, and you want to help all that you can.
Rusty knows this does matter. After all, It's in the name.
We know we're going to be able to reach a whole new level of ministry, a whole new level of assistance for our community by having this here in this location.
In Sand Springs, covering news that matters. Jana Clark, Fox 23 News.
Mattermart is open Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. However, the church is working on expanding the Mattermart to offer more days and times.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Jana Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email Fox23 Investigates at fox23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search Fox 23 Jana Clark on Facebook.